Hello and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD, where my cat may serve as a special guest on this episode because she was very lonely and I had to let her in here. But also where the sun has just set, which means it's about time to hunt for a Poe or two. So let's just wander around until we get the signs that it's actually nighttime. Should change fairly soon. Might as well get rid of this guy. There. Okay. Come on, nighttime. Anytime now. Especially if that time is nighttime. Okay, we've got some stars. And it should now be officially nighttime. Yes. So, we need to find some spirits. It's still really weird that the mountain stays just as well lit in sense mode. Okay, now we've got the nighttime music going on, so any Poes that are here should be quite visible to our senses at this point. The trouble is, I'm not seeing any. So maybe they're hidden away within holes or caves. Because I'm pretty sure that's what it would have to be for us to not see them here. Hello? You're just a rupee. Rupees are hardly helpful at this point. But surely there must be a Poe somewhere. That's a bug. We don't care about a bug. So I'm thinking, yeah, there's probably like a hole somewhere that I have to dig into. Like maybe right here. Yep, those look like Poes. And those look like Dekubabas. Might as well get rid of the Dekubabas so they don't cause problems. There's one. And that also lets us know probably what I was missing in the desert. There's probably a hole for me to dig into there as well. Looks like that's all for this particular area, but let's go ahead and kill the Dekubabas just in case. Maybe a chest will appear when all enemies in this hole are defeated. And no, there will not be a chest. So now we can wolf out, get rid of this guy, and then, yep, sure enough, that was all the Poes we needed to find. Of course, I could have told you that because this didn't need to look at the lantern. So we are done with this province. We're done with this province. Still got one more to find here. There were never any there to begin with. And we've still got 4 more to find here, though I think at least a couple are inside the pit of trials or whatever it's called. But anyway, let's head down here. South Farron Woods seems like a fine place. And now let's go a little ways north. May as well dip our toes in here for the healing. It's not fast healing, but it works. And there we go. Alright, let's wolf out for a moment. Get our lantern out. And just investigate this tunnel. And if there is no Poe signal, then we'll just hop right back out. Yeah, because tunnels, the Poes show up day or night, so I would have seen it the first time through anyway. So on we go. Just gonna check over here for thoroughness. And nope, no Poes here. I'm pretty sure they'd be out on the actual field anyway. Or apparently not. Well, if the lantern doesn't give us a response out here, then either there's a cave we missed, or they are potentially back near the Sacred Grove or something. Oh, hello. Of course, if it was in this hole, then the lantern would give a response outside. But there is a chest, which isn't guarded by anything, really. Well, would you look at that? Sure is quite an eclectic set of enemies. Oh, we've got a blue chew. So let's go ahead and drink our red chew. And bottle this blue chew. Because blue is better. Hello, rat. Oh, there's another chest. Doink. Oh, so worth it. Oh, and also these rupees for killing everything. Oh, and there's another chest. And another. Don't know why I'm collecting all these rupees. I guess just because they're there. And gonna open the chests because they're chests. Okay, this is better than the last one. And this too is better than the first. Still, not the greatest cave overall. Or rather, hole, not cave. So, if there is another cave, I'm not entirely certain where it would be. Like, I mean, there might be a wall to bomb, but if there is, I don't remember it. Oh, just the skeleton dogs. Don't care about them. Yeah. I'm not seeing anything that looks like it would lead to a cave. And what we need to find is a cave, or just go somewhere else entirely. And looks like somewhere else is the correct answer. So, let's warp over to the Sacred Grove. And then we'll wander around here with our lantern out. Oh. Well then. Could it possibly be hanging out near where the Master Sword was? Because that would be weird. Well, what do you know? It's weird. Hey. Hello. Give me your soul. Alright. Well, that's one more province down. Which leaves only the desert province. So let's warp over there. We know there's at least one in the big desert itself. Probably inside a hole somewhere. Which does cause a few problems in that A, I have to find said hole. And B, I have to go into said hole. But, considering we've gone all over this place, we can be fairly certain, not 100% certain, but fairly certain that it won't matter whether or not it's nighttime for any of the remaining Poes. Unless they're hiding in one of these little crevasses. Which it looks like they are not. So, that just leaves the search for holes. Now, we know they don't just put holes out in the open, because that would be weird and also lame. They like to put them in corners, or near other noticeable things. Something to draw you towards them. So, we are looking for suspicious places. But I'm not seeing any place suspicious enough. Well, sun's coming up. But if we're looking for a hole, that doesn't matter at all. Anything around here? Nothing. So, I'm wondering if perhaps there's something up on top of that I haven't gotten yet. Because after all, they'd have to have that claw-shottable tree for a reason. So let's find out what that reason is. Oh. Okay. Okay. And just to make sure. Yep, no holes here. Still, this gives us a nice vantage of the desert. There's a pig over there. That's kind of them leaving a pig there. But, while kind, it doesn't really help me. Now, here's a thought. Did we ever go over this way? Because this is pretty well shielded from view in most of the rest of the desert. It's entirely possible... Oh, I see a spot where there would be a hole. Betwixt those skulls. Hopefully this has got our guy. Well, it's got spiders. All right. Okay. If a spider is on its guard, there's not much we can do about it other than try and get behind it. Okay, one spider to go. There we are. Okay, so at least we did this for something. It's not a Poe, though. Was really hoping it would be. No. Wasn't trying to pick up that rock, but it works. Now I wonder if there's any benefit to shooting these down. Nothing. 1 rupee. Nothing. 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 That was a waste of arrows. Alright, well, let's see if we can't find something else. Though it's possible that a Poe might just hang out around here at night. But I don't want to wait for night to fall. I really wish there was a way to make night fall faster in this game. I really do. That would make Poe hunting so much more bearable. Ow. Anyway, continuing on looking for more potential holes. Because during the day, that's about all I can do. Were it nighttime, we'd have more options. Not many more, though. Just the one. Just looking in that one spot, so I guess it's not really even worth mentioning now, is it? Yeah, looks like nothing special around here. I mean, we've got the crevasses, but they are assuredly not what we are looking for. So, where might we find a hole? Perchance, over in that direction. That's about all I could think of. I mean, we know there's a hole, not down here, I guess, but in one of these little nooks, there was a hole that we've gone in. So, I mean, that hole wouldn't particularly be worth anything to us now because we've already done it, but it's the type of place where a hole would be, and that counts for something. So, let's just investigate the nooks. So yeah, this one had the hole. But we know we've gone into it more than once. At least I think more than once. Definitely at least once. And nothing over here. Be nice if the sun would just hurry up and set. Would be nice indeed. What is the point of this little rise? Like, does it exist to trick you into thinking that you can get over there? Because look, until you pan the camera, it looks like, oh hey, that's just one solid expanse. But no. Like, is that the only reason this little rise exists? If so, that's kind of mean, Nintendo. I can't see any other reason for it. Looks like there's actually a hole up here, though I think I've gone into this one as well. Still, I'll give it a shot. I've got nothing to lose. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure we've done this. And they're actually... Yeah, okay, yeah, that open chest says that we did do it. And I think there was a Poe in here. But we already did this, so it's no help. So anything else around here? Doesn't look like it. Yeah. So, tell you what. I'm gonna spare you a little. And I'll fast forward until either night falls or I find something. Back in a flash. Okay, I searched a whole bunch of places and eventually decided to just take a ride on this fella. So, yeah, I didn't find anything. So now that it seems night has fallen, let's go and check that corner one more time. But let's not jump into this ravine while we do so. That would be a bad idea. Hopefully, the Poe we seek will just be over in the corner. That would be nice. I would appreciate it. Oh, that looks like a Poe. Now I feel kind of dumb for having missed this on so many trips here. We are taking a surprising amount of damage. Though I guess that happens when you're just moving around without really caring. Alright, not many Poes remain for us to find. But none of them are in the desert proper. Which tells us that they are all left in the pit. Yep. 3 of them. Gotta be in there. There's nowhere else for them to be because we know they are in this province. But we know that they're not in there. They're not in there. Well, hang on. There's one place we still need to check. Let's go ahead and put the mirror where it belongs. After all, we did go to all that effort to assemble it. Even though we left this piece of it right here instead of actually taking it with us like our collection screen suggested. There is a dungeon through here, isn't there? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that could do it. You jerks. Hmm. She looks weird without the fused shadow. It's also weird that she's only got the one fang. And the wolf is just such a divine beast. Oh. That smile. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. That would be nice. All right. Well, let's step on the glowy thing. Hey, look at that. And thus we find another dungeon. Though I don't think we'll find any pose here. It would be really weird. But let's check. Okay, looks like that. What? Sure. Uh-huh. Alright. Okay. Maybe. Sure. Uh-huh. Though I think that's just a story reason for them to just not have to render Midna with Link the whole time. And yeah, our lantern says there are no pose in this dungeon. But that's fine, because it's still a dungeon, and we're gonna do it. but we're going to do it next time. See you then, friends.